Okay, hi, good evening. I'd like to introduce Ange Postecoglou, Celtic manager, and our captain, Callum McGregor. We'll just begin with questions, and then afterwards we'll do the Scottish dailies, okay? Thank you. Cerdine.
Ange, hi, could you just bring us up to speed with your team news, who's in, who's out for the big match?
Yeah, in terms of outs, Cameron, it wasn't 100%, so he's not with the team, and Leo Labada didn't travel, and obviously Carl Starfelt, and Aaron Moy had a bit of a niggle of training today, so we left him behind.
Big loss in particular is Cameron. I know you've been without him for a few matches, but you're maybe hoping to get him back in. And how happy are you with the guys you're probably going to play? They've got a not bad partnership going.
Yeah, as you said, he's been out for a few games now, so he when he's fit, he'll be available again. But our concentration's been on the guys who are ready and fit to go, and looking forward to the game.
How happy are you with the way you're building yourself into the Champions League? Because a good result tomorrow night could cement some good progress for you.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, every game's a challenge. That's the nature of the competition. Every team you play is a top quality side, so you know that irrespective of what's happened before or what games you got ahead, the next task is to take on the challenge that's before you. And Leipzig are a top quality team. Here at home is going to be a fantastic challenge for us as a football club, and we just need to keep performing at the levels we know we can.
Gabriel?
It's been two impressive displays so far in the Champions League, but no victories yet. Is it now a case of just turning those performances into more points?
No, not necessarily, because like I said, every game's a challenge. So it's just about keep performing at this level, and and if you keep performing and give yourself a chance to win games of football, you can't sort of just expect that because you're performing at a certain level of victories will come. All you can do is be prepared to take on the challenge ahead and play as well as we can. Our first two games have been pretty good from a performance perspective. We felt in the first game, we did well for about an hour, but then we did fall away. And second game, our performance was strong. Game we could have won, but as I said, it's not just about performance. It's about the opposition as well. So we'll just prepare ourselves to play well and see what that brings us.
In terms of taking a step from the draw a few weeks ago against Shakhtar, is it just about converting your chances when you're on top, or is there a bit more to it than that? No,
there's a bit more to it than that. Yeah, this is Champions League football. You don't just make progress overnight. It's stuff you build on. And, like I said, we played well against Shakhtar. We had to, because they're a very good team, as they showed, particularly against Leipzig here. But we're under no illusions that, tomorrow's going to be another massive challenge for us. So, there's no quick fix. There's no quick progress. It's about, as I said, performing at the levels we know we can and being at our best and see where that takes us.
Hi, I'm Tom Bachmann from German press agency. You have Moritz Jens in your squad, a German player who probably almost no one in Germany heard about before. Could you please tell me, what made you sign him, and could you speak a little bit about his progress in his first weeks or month in Glasgow?
Yeah, obviously, Moritz. A bit of his development was in the UK, in England, so we were aware of him from there, and we've been following his progress. He obviously had a couple of years of senior football now, and it's been on our radar. And we thought he'd be a good fit for our club in terms of the age profile, his character, and sort of the style of footballer he is. And he's fit in well. He's adjusting to the way we play. It's a little bit different from how he's played before. To be fair, he's probably played more than we thought he would play, but with both our centre backs having some issues, I think he's the fact that we've thrown him in he's done really well, and he's developing all the time. Alongside Stephen Walsh, they're both very young. For defenders in particular. But I think the last couple of games we've played together, they're getting a better understanding, and we hope that keeps improving.
And have you got a timeline or any idea when Cameron Carter-Vickers might be back?
Well, no, not really. We'll see. Hopefully the weekend, but he's not far away.
Of course, last season, they suffered a defeat in Europe to Rangers, your big rivals. Does that give you confidence that you yourselves can get one up in Leipzig as well?
It doesn't give me anything, mate. No relevance to us. What happened last year, I think, from our perspective, it's about what we do, and we know that, like I said, the challenge that's there tomorrow. They're a very good side. I think, since Marcus Rose has gone in a few weeks ago, you can see they're hitting their straps in terms of the style of football. They're getting better understanding. Their result in the weekend was excellent. They've got some fantastic players, and we're just concerned with our own performance and making sure we play our football and give them a good test.
Kidding.
Callum, their manager was quick to isolate you as kind of one of the danger men. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this game, this matchup in particular?
We know it'll be a tough match. Like Gaffer says, we're coming here, really high level opponent, and all we can do is prepare the game plan that we think can win the game, and go and be aggressive in the game, try to implement our style, and we know it'll be a high level match, so we got to take our chances when we get them, and we got to do a lot of things right defensively as well, so we're looking forward to the game.
You've just had a really good international break with Scotland. You've had a good start to the season with Celtic. Year after year, you seem to perform at a certain level. A lot of our pundits have been commenting about it on the BBC. How do you do it is the main question. How do you keep that level so high?
I think it's just mentality. I think you just got to keep going. You get to a good place physically. You understand the game more as you get older and you get more experience. You play games, and like I said, that just comes with the number of games that you play. But I think it's important to look after yourself when you go away for the pitch. And like I said, mindset. When you come to the pitch, you give everything, and that's the only way you can improve.
In terms of this competition, how the team's kind of building itself in, you talk positively about the point after Shakhtar. What do you think you need tomorrow night, and maybe again next week? It's a double header, potentially huge double header for the club.
Yeah, again, we just need to continue to grow in the competition as a group. A lot of new players, played at this level for the first time, and the guys have handled it really well so far. And like I said, as a group, we just continue to bit by bit grow and get better at this level and understand the game. It's really ruthless at this level. Teams take their chances, and when you're on top in games, you need to find that little bit of quality to get yourself ahead, and then, like I talk about, you need to do a lot of good things defensively as well. So the group have started the sort of campaign well. We've had a lot of learning already in the campaign, but I think that we're a confident group in terms of we think we can have a positive outcome.
Just one from me, Callum. You obviously played here 4 years ago, I think, when Brendan was in charge in the Europa League. What are your memories from those years ago, and how would you say the club has changed? How's the team changed in the past few years? How different are you as a team now to when you were back then?
Yeah, of course, there's been a lot of players left, new players come in. Obviously, as we came here in the game, it was a difficult game for us, difficult night. Again, they're a club that's grown as well. Have grown in the last 4 years. Really stable sort of Champions League club since then. And in terms of us, like I said, a lot of new players, a new squad. But we're a young, exciting group. We play really aggressive football. That's the way we want to play, and we'll just continue to grow as a group. And tomorrow gives us another opportunity to show what we're all about.
Callum, it's been a slow start domestically and in Europe for your opponents tomorrow. Do you think it's a good time to play against Leipzig?
Whether they've had a good start or a bad start, they've obviously just changed the manager. There'll be a different team tomorrow night. Gaffer touched on it there. Since the new manager's come in, he's implementing his style. They've scored a lot of goals as well. So we have to expect a really tough match at Champions League level. There's no easy games. And like I said, you've got to do a lot of good things in the game to make sure that you get a positive result. So, as much as they've changed their coach, we can only look at how we prepare for the game, how we approach the game in terms of our mentality and what we want out of the fixture. So, full focus is on us.
Just one more from me. You're going to be up against Christopher and Kunku tomorrow. Massive player. How excited are you for that challenge?
Yeah, they're all top players at this level. Champions League really tests you as a player, physically, mentally, tactically, technically, everything. So, you've got to be really switched on, really prepared for the game, and this is where you want to play your football as a footballer. You got to go and test yourself. So, really looking forward to it.
Okay.
Has it been difficult to prepare for Leipzig in terms of how they're going to play, given the kind of turbulent start they've had to the season?
Not really. I think, as I said, since new managers come in, they've done a couple of tweaks. Nothing too drastic, because I think their football is still, a similar style. They just, seem to have a little bit more focus. As Callum said, you look at their recent form and they're definitely a goal threat. They've got both individual players, but the manner in which they play, they're an aggressive side as well. And we kind of know what to expect. It's going to be a real challenge for us, because we're also a team that wants to be aggressive, tries to be aggressive. When two teams, have a similar sort of mindset in terms of how they want to approach the game, it turns into a real challenge. So we're mindful of the quality they have and the threats they have. But the flip side of that is, we want to bring our own sort of qualities to the game, and make sure that the opportunities that exist out there, we take them.
Does it alter how you play at all in terms of maybe how you build up or anything like that?
No, it doesn't. Look, we try and stay fairly consistent, but I've said in the past that different players bring their own qualities into the game. So Cameron's a different kind of centre half. Carl Starfeld's a little bit different, and Moritz and Welshie are similar. So it doesn't change the way we play, but they obviously have different strengths and different ways of contributing to the team. But from our perspective, the overall structure, the overall intent stays the same.
Okay. Any more questions? Nope. All good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks.